Well, John Rock, Black Friday 2015. This is a place I don't mind hiking alone because you're never really alone around here. Lots of people opting outdoors today. So we're going to start with the intent of hiking at the Cat Gap Loop. Maybe go off up Buttergat Trail a little bit or Picklesheimer Fields. Hang a hammock. Have some apple cider or a hot coffee or cocoa. And a snack. And then come back. Well, heading up Cat Gap counterclockwise, and I'm already at Loki's Rest. That's the trail down to see Cedar Creek Falls. You can probably hear it. And you can barely see it. A little bit of white through there. Of course, this phone doesn't really do that justice. How about that? All right, onward and upward. There's John Rock. If this was a really good camera, you'd see people sitting up there. Well, onward and upward. Yep, well, here's the intersection. Butter Gap goes blue that away. That trail right here leads over to Picklesheimer Fields. A lot of beaver action over there. Don't laugh. But we're going to stay on the orange blazes, hit the Cat Gap, keep going the loop counterclockwise. Past two groups of hikers coming down the hill, walking clockwise on my way up. And one group of hunters, I actually was walking faster than somebody, overtook a couple of hunters who were on their way to set up a deer stand somewhere off trail. Hope you enjoy your OptOutside. I am sure enjoying mine. Well, already at the Enchanted Forest. And I just stopped and talked with a couple of groups of hikers, a man and a woman from, looks like Germany. And they had done the loop clockwise instead of counterclockwise, that's what I'm doing. And then a young man who I saw leaving the parking lot 10 or 15 minutes before I left the parking lot, but he went clockwise. And he was carrying his, I don't know, 8-month-old daughter in a backpack, you know, one of those child carriers, and his son, who was probably, I don't know, 4, was on his shoulders, and he was headed back down to the parking lot. So, nice busy day. They were really nice people, both of them. The Enchanted Forest. Perfect place to set up a hammock, or 50 hammocks, if you like. But it's early in the hike, so maybe I'll just keep going. Okay, left the Enchanted Forest behind a few hundred yards back. Now we're going to cross the creek again. This is Cedar Creek, aka Cedar Rock Creek, which has its headwaters from the reaches of Cedar Rock, which we're not going to visit today. Wonderful. And there we are. Now the next part of the hike, from here until we reach the intersection with the Cat Gap bypass, well, you just got to embrace the suck. Think of it as a workout. It's pretty much all uphill. But beautiful views along the way. Especially with the leaves gone, we can see the ridge lines. Kind of nice. Okay. Well, that got the heart going. Great workout. I'm only about halfway up to the intersection with the bypass. Came from there. Oh yeah, the trail's down there. And that just shows you part of it. So it's a great workout, but it doesn't last too long. And this is a nice resting spot. And now probably 3/4 of the way to the Cat Gap bypass intersection. Still some up going on. Not too much left though. There's a little clearing here. Views are just wonderful. That is actually John Rock. right there. That one in the distance is Looking Glass Rock. Right there. Well, it hasn't been so steep the last 50 yards, and here we are, Cat Gap Loop bypass. We're taking the bypass, which is the shorter route, both mileage and time. Cat Gap itself actually goes up there and intersects with the Art Loeb Trail after a while, more up. We're going this way. Take a shortcut today. On the city map, the bypass goes around the city and it's longer, but on this trail, the trail map, the bypass is the shorter way. Cuts inside, cuts off the big arc up to Art Loeb and Butter Gap. We'll go the short way today. And here we are at a three-way intersection. The other end of Cat Gap Loop bypass. Cat Gap Loop is coming in from the right-hand side. U-shaped John Rock Trail. The top of John Rock goes up that way. Here comes Cat Gap Loop, which we didn't take because we came up the bypass. And Cat Gap Loop continues on this way. We're off the bypass now. Pretty much all downhill from here, which is great. Well, we're in between the two ends of the John Rock Trail Loop on Cat Gap, headed counterclockwise back towards the parking lot. And you know, get out in the woods, and once in a while you just get to this place where the whole view opens up all around you. The sun's just shining. Dude, love being in the woods. I'd forgotten how steep it is coming down this side, but most of the technical work is over. That little creek was running down the trail for 50 yards or so. A little slippery, a lot of loose leaves, but all part of the fun. Just blew by the other end of the John Rock Trail, up there around that curve. Lots of folks coming up today, some headed down too. This is the busy part. Lots of fun. Yeah, I am intrigued by this. Don't know if it's chaga or whatever, but I'll take a picture so maybe someone can tell me. Just love it when the streams are just so happy. They're frolicking, literally frolicking down the side of the cove. Happy, happy. Well, coming up to the last stream crossing. You mean there's a water crossing? Yep. Last one. It doesn't have a bridge. We are most of the way back down towards the valley now, into the cove, and we came from way up there. Beautiful. Just beautiful. The sun. All right. Trail crews around here have done a lot of maintenance lately. The water bars are fresh and deep. The creek crossing rocks are, as you can see, sizable and properly placed. Really want to give my kudos to the folks who maintain this trail. It's really well done. And away we go. And here we are along the Davis River. Coming up to the parking lot. Once I get to the picnic table out here, I'll sit down and pull out the GPS and stop tracking, and we'll take a look at the trip stats. Now, onward to the hammock. I know just the spot to take this thing, set it up, take a little snooze, eat some food, and switch over the to the new tree straps, Kevlar with Dutchware.